So, we are very happy to have you here, Carsten, from the Leibniz Institute in Dresden. You're working on hydrogels. What is your motivation to join the Biointerface Conference?
I think the Biointerface Conference is a wonderful opportunity to get together with clinicians, with chemists, physicists, engineers working in biomedical technology, into biomaterials in particular, but also with companies. And this is something we'd like to emphasize these days, supporting all kinds of activities that facilitate translation into clinical application of materials and technologies.
Can you tell us about what's the current status of the field in terms of hydrogel development?
Yeah, of course, I have a personal view on things since we are working in hydrogels, as you mentioned. And as you have seen from the various different contributions this morning already, this is a very lively field with various different approaches being introduced. And as I said in the talk, I think we all aim at producing super effective but minimally complex materials that can be controlled at wish for different therapeutic applications, customized for different therapeutic applications easily. And this is also something that comes into play if we talk about regulatory aspects. The simpler the better. On the other hand, I see a necessity if we compare, and that's what we do all the time, if we compare the extracellular matrix we have in living tissue and the hydrogel materials we are working with. There's a striking difference in the extracellular matrix. We have supramolecular structures, we have multiphasic materials, and most of our hydrogels are still rather homogeneous. So I personally think there are two challenges we have to address in the near future in hydrogel-based approaches. First of all, we have to come up with multiphasic hydrogel containing or hydrogel-based systems to better mimic the ECM. And on the other hand, again, to better mimic the ECM, we have to explore and implement strategies for adaptable material, interactive materials that adjust their characteristics depending on the progress of tissue regeneration or whatsoever. These are the two challenges I personally see for the future.
Yeah. And in these regards, what are your expectations for the future?
Yeah, I think these and many other things will be tackled with the help of advanced bioengineering approaches, with the introduction of combinatory methods in the field. So we will at some point in the not too far future, I'm totally convinced, all work on screening based approaches. So we will not pick combinations of materials characteristics based on what we guess. We will systematically screen various different parameters in parallel, combinations of different parameters such as stiffness, adhesion ligand density, growth factor loading, not just concentration levels, but also combinations of different growth factors. And for that, I think we need to acquire methods and also analytical tools that are currently already in use in pharmaceutical research. So this is something I personally think is a challenge for us as harmless materials people.
A question towards having products on the market. Do you think the community will get big pharma or established industry interested in these new materials, or do you think there will be more spin-off companies, smaller companies with a very specific and narrow range of materials?
That's very hard to predict, I think. That's very hard to predict, at least from my view angle. I'm always fascinated to see how active the community is here in Switzerland, also as compared to Germany. It's so much bigger. But I think it's very much depending also on the community, yeah, on the type of, this is again why the Biointerfaces Conference is so important. Who is talking to whom at which stage of any project, yeah? And I think there are successful examples for spin-off driven activities. On the other hand, I think depending on whether there will be a very successful lead example, it might also be possible to attract more investment also from the bigger companies. Yeah? But this is very hard to predict from my perspective.
Thank you.
Gut. Dankeschön.